CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, as you can see, we have the start of Season 66, Rise of Rivalry here. And in today's video, we're going to go over your tech tree guide to get you started off on the right foot. Before we get into that, guys, make sure that you check out a couple things on the main base. We have a new Boom Pass this season that is available. So make sure that you go through that. I don't have anything unlocked just yet. And if you are going to grab instant training or anything like that for the season, I appreciate it if you throw in that code chicken in the shop. I actually, real quick, I've got to, I got to grab my instant training here. Or it says it's active. Okay. Never mind. We don't have to grab instant training because apparently we already have it. So, yeah. Let's, where should we start here? So, this is the base that I'm using. And as you can see, we've gone to 4 ER. We've got rockets at tick 3. We've got a doom cannon, and you'll notice we only have troop damage. With all the stat nodes available, we have not gone off path for stat nodes just yet because I believe those are going to be a bit of a distraction. We're also not using heavy choppers because at level 1, or even max level, without heavies, they are a little bit too slow. A little bit too slow to use right now. Warriors are going to be a much better option early on and be a little bit faster. So the only thing I've gone for off path was this troop damage. Everything else, which I think we need, everything else we've stayed away from. So all these things, yes, they're going to be good. Yes, they're going to make you better. But there's a couple of things we want to get to first. So your first stop out of here is Warriors. Warriors are going to be faster than rifles right out of the gate, especially at 2 ER, because nobody has mines, nobody has machine guns, nobody has flamethrowers, nobody has any splash damage. It's just boom cannons and cannons. A lot of people aren't even running sniper towers, so get to Warriors as quick as you can. Now, once you get to 3, I believe the best route is to just beeline it, go straight to 4. Why? Because the 4 ER deck is much better than the 3 ER deck, and it gives us machine guns, flamethrowers, and building health, which any combination of those things, if you have 1, 2, or all 3 of them, beats pretty much everything in 3 ER. It's just going to take players a lot longer to take down that 4 ER deck, especially with the limited troops that we have available right now. Now, you do have to go off path once in 4 ER, and off path, I just mean off of the Warrior, Doom Cannon, Rocket, Medic path to go straight to 4 in order to have enough tech level to unlock that next engine. So I recommend going for shock bombs because, again, there's hardly any splash damage. So we're not really fizzling with our Warriors. Otherwise, troop health might be attractive, but shocks we're going to need. They also help the attack out. You can shock clusters of machine guns or cannons or whatever. Or the Doom Cannon. Yeah. So basically, my plan is to get machine guns, flamethrowers, get building health, and then I don't know if we're going to move forward from there or start to backfill some stat nodes, but we want to get to that first. Also, getting to mines is going to be really good because everyone's using grounded troops as of right now. So all of this stuff, you know, that's down the road a minute, but all that stuff is going to be even better too. So, yeah, it's been... The theme of today has just been to simply skip stuff. So let's go over the attack next. Let's go over the attack. So, again, using all Warriors. We're seeing a lot of different things. We're seeing all rifles, rifle medic, a combo of rifle and warrior, but I believe this is the best for right now. So here's at least what I've been doing. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So I'll throw 7 warriors out on this base because without flares, they have to go through all those defenses. And he doesn't really have anything guarding these engines, so 1 boat of warriors is going to be fine, and that's in that spot. But we got to wait a long time before we can put those guys out. So while they're running up, we're just shocking, just like we said. Any clusters of defenses, you know, anything that we can shock multiple of, that's always going to be a good shock target. And yeah, but we'll pretty well let these guys come almost all the way around I wonder why that guy ran down like that. That was kind of weird. I mean, there's nothing over there. That's kind of strange. But you just got to look at it. Like, I believe the engine is closer than that last cannon on the right. So we'll throw them out now. And yeah, they should go straight up for that engine at the top. We actually do have one shock, which is good. And now you can see they're both going for the engines pretty much at the same time, which is exactly what we wanted. I probably could have done that same attack with 2 boats of warriors, because now we're going to have to wait on these guys to finish, which is going to be a little bit lengthy, but overall still not a bad attack and a decent time. And that one rocket is not going to do nearly enough damage. It's actually not even in range, so there we go. 232. That's been pretty solid from what I've seen so far. So this guy actually has laser rangers. Interesting. Because I was also thinking this, because we're going to need lasers probably relatively soon as well. But on these decks, they don't really work, because laser rangers shoot in a straight line, right? They do hardly any damage if they're just shooting at one building. It's their lasers that go far in behind that do all the work. So he's actually retreated. So that's good news. And yeah, it was a rough start. This was right where I went 4-yard, and then these 2 attacks, honestly, I just messed up my attacks really stupidly. The last one, I absolutely gave it away. If you guys were watching the live stream, I was not impressed with that. But, yeah, so I mean, this has been working. And as long as we get to rank 14 relatively soon, I'm kind of rushing this one out because I got to run off to work fairly shortly, but if I had more time to push, we could probably hit rank 14, and then our next chest guarantees us building health, which is going to be good. So this one's a little bit trickier, but I believe we want to do the same thing, so let's keep them all together. We're going to go 7 again for that extra damage. Shock these guys up here. I'm going to hit that Doom Cannon. Then we're going to hit these 3 machine guns. The Doom Cannons can be tricky because if your troops are all bunched up, especially if you're using warriors like we are right now, it can kill a lot of them really quickly if you're not careful. So just make sure you watch out for that. I think I'm okay to throw this guy in now. I think. Nope. Actually, if those 3 warriors go, then that's probably all we need. Because they're going to be in that no-fire zone of that rocket, so they'll get through that. And we're just going to keep these guys alive. If we can. I'm going to save my last shock for when they get up to that corner. Those guys are on the engine, all 3 of them. Okay. Just hit that right angle, there we go. Okay, defenses are down, don't need to shock anything. 230, again it looks like, guys. Is it enough? Boom, 226. 226 is the time to beat. And what does this guy have? Another rifle medic. So that's been a pretty common one. But as you can see, once you get to 4 and get the machine guns and the cannons, or the flamethrowers rather, it's really not fast enough, it looks like. So yeah. Yeah, it's been a pretty interesting season start. If you told me when we were doing the sneak peeks that most of these attacks would take kind of a long time, I wouldn't have believed you. But a lot of them are going down into low 2 minutes, at least for right now at 4ER, until people get all these stat notes probably. So, yeah, there's your tech tree guide, and I hope that helps you out. It's going to get us back to 13 where we started, but yeah. Season 66, Rise of Rivalry. Hope you guys have fun. Let me know how you're making out down below in the comments. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you next one. Chicken out. Right back.